Most people think they lose interest in others because they're picky or because something is wrong with them. But the truth is much deeper, and your mind feels it long before you ever notice it. The real reason you lose interest so fast is because your brain has learned, through experience, to protect you from emotional exhaustion. So when you meet someone new, you might feel a spark at first, a little curiosity, a little excitement. But the moment your mind senses even a tiny hint of unpredictability or emotional effort, it quietly pulls you back. It whispers things like, "Don't get too close, don't waste your time," or "Leave before they disappoint you." And you don't even realize it's happening. You're not cold, you're cautious. You're not broken, you're defended. Your brain remembers every moment you gave too much to someone who gave too little. Every time you stayed loyal to people who treated loyalty like a temporary thing. So now, the second something feels familiar, the second someone reminds you, even slightly, of old pain, your interest fades. Not because of them, because of what came before them. And then there's the world we live in now, a world of scrolling, swiping, constant stimulation. Your brain is used to endless novelty, flashing emotions, quick highlights, perfect faces, perfect stories. Real people don't work like that. Real people are slow, quiet, imperfect, and your overstimulated mind mistakes that calmness for boredom. You're not losing interest, you're losing dopamine. And that's not your fault, it's the environment you were trained in. Another hidden reason is expectations. You build people in your mind before you even know them. You imagine how they should talk, think, act, connect. And when the real version doesn't match the fantasy, your brain drops the connection immediately. You weren't interested in them, you were interested in the dream of them. And no real human on earth can compete with a dream. Sometimes you lose interest because your emotional battery is low. When your mind is tired, stressed, or carrying silent battles, even good people feel overwhelming. You interpret that exhaustion as boredom, but it's really emotional fatigue. Your system is running on low power, and connection requires energy you don't currently have. In other cases, you lose interest because you've been independent for too long. When you live in your own bubble, when you depend only on yourself, when your peace is your safe place, new people feel like a disruption. Not because they're bad, because your mind doesn't want to adjust to someone else's rhythm. And here's something most people never realize. You lose interest fast because you haven't fully met yourself yet. You don't deeply know your values, your emotional needs, your boundaries, or your true identity. So no one feels like the right fit. When the inside of you is still forming, everyone on the outside feels temporary. But the deepest reason of all, the one almost no one talks about, is that real connection requires vulnerability. Not the pretty kind, the scary kind. The kind where someone sees your flaws, your fears, your insecurities, the parts you hide from the world. And your brain is terrified of that level of exposure. So instead of letting someone get close enough to see the real you, it creates a simpler explanation. I'm just not interested anymore. But underneath that excuse is fear. Fear of being seen, fear of being judged, fear of being left after being known. Losing interest fast is rarely about the other person. It's about your mind trying to protect your heart. But the good news is this: you can retrain that pattern, not by forcing connection, but by slowing down, by letting people unfold naturally instead of expecting instant fireworks, by allowing small imperfections to exist. by understanding that real connection is built through slow trust, not fast excitement. When you give people space to reveal who they truly are, you'll be shocked at how interesting they become. Most of the time, your brain isn't bored. It's scared. It's tired. It's overstimulated. It's protecting you from a past that doesn't deserve to control your future. So next time your interest fades too quickly, pause for a moment and ask yourself, am I actually uninterested or am I afraid? Am I protecting myself or avoiding myself? Because when you begin to see connections this way, slow, real, human, you stop losing interest fast. And instead of your mind shutting doors, it begins to open them, one safe moment at a time.